what's past the bridge and actually closer to the locks. As a result of a peak flow from Saturday at around 183 cubic meters per second on the Big East up by Williamsport Bridge. The water started to decline after that, but it didn't decline as fast as it usually does. And so we've seen sustained flows through the watershed through Huntsville, and as a result of that, the waters have remained high, and they continue to climb, particularly in Fairy Lake. And so the MNR has some concern about potential of water going over the strip of land that separates the water through the north branch of the Muskoka River, where it flows through the dam, and the water that flows through the lock. The concern about that, of course, is if the water does flow over that it would erode, could potentially erode that piece of land. And that would obviously be a really big concern, because we would have very little way to control what's going on in the watershed. And so as a result of that concern, I don't think it's an imminent danger. I think the MNRF staff are confident that what they're doing now, they're actually putting some logs in front of, or in the entry area to the lock, to make sure that they can divert water through the dam. The water's going through the dam and over the concrete. They're more confident that they can continue to maintain control of the water as it flows. But we wanted to make sure that people who live in the watershed south of or below the locks are aware of that information, and that we will have a much better sense of whether the water is continuing to rise, or whether it's leveled off, or whether it's starting to recede. We'll have a better sense of that tomorrow at about 1 o'clock or so, which of course our emergency management team will be meeting regularly. I want to thank obviously the fire chief and his entire crew, Steve Hernan, Mike Badla, and of course the detachment commander of the OPP, John Graham. These guys have all been working in lockstep and obviously communicating regularly with the MNRF, and we're confident that we've got things under control, but I felt very strongly that more information is important for the public to have than less, and we will update the community and the residents as we know more. But we wanted you to know that that was the situation.